Namaste. I want to see if people still care care about the content that I share, because I don't want to feel like I'm just coming on here wasting my time speaking to a computer. But unfortunately, authentic spirituality doesn't seem to be the main interest during these times. There is a lot of false teachings out there, but not really the teachings themselves, but how they're being taught by those who are twisting a lot of spiritual and religious teachings for political agendas and whole things horrible. And so it's very, very important that we understand that we need to learn to value the importance of spirituality during these times where there's a lot of division in the world, especially with a lot of one of the most well-known spiritual teachers that are being brainwashed and being used for political control, and the whole thing is just crazy. So it's very, very important not believe everything you read on the internet. Be very careful, especially with a lot of the misinformation from the New World Order, when they want to make them look like us and us look like them. And so there's a lot of that misinformation going on throughout the media. And so it's very important that we understand that spirituality is not the enemy, but is the something that we should all be caring about, because I feel like people do not really care about it as much as they used to, and it's like they're trying to dumb everybody down and keep everybody closed up to each other, and um, especially with a lot of the spiritual teachings that have been twisted for political control, which is very, very easy to do since spiritual teachings are very perceptual and very abstract in nature. So it's very important that we come together and put an end to all of this division, because I always say anything that does not bring peace to the world is a noisy distraction. And so it's very, very important not to get distracted from our spiritual path. And so I just want to know if the people still care about the information that I share, if people still care about authentic spirituality, and if people have any advice on how I can improve in my content, please let me know. If there's a better title or theme for the channel, whatever. I was thinking of a different name, because I think the name Spiritual Peace has been commonly used. Of course, YouTube never tells us if a username has been taken, at least not when I was putting the name. Otherwise, they would have said something. But I wanted to stick more with an original name, so that way it's easier people to find it and not confuse it with other people. Uh, and so it's very, very important that we be original, that we be a change, to make the change in a world where everybody wants to be the same, because that's all part of the control. Okay, and so it's very, very important that we come together and put an end to a lot of the ignorance, and especially with a lot of the misinformation from Maureen Virtue and other spiritual teachers that are being misinformed, and creating a lot of confusion. And I guarantee that's part of the reason why people aren't watching my content as much as they used to, because a lot of the spiritual teachers that I recommended are getting sucked into a lot of the misinformation on the internet that's trying to target the different religions and trying to create division in the churches and the division between different cultures and nationalities and walks of life, because that's all part of their their political control, that they have to create opposition and they have to keep everybody divided from each other. So especially with the protected versus the unprotected, and just the whole thing is meant to confuse people. So please do not believe everything you read on the internet, especially by those who play whistleblower and they want to make them look like us and us look like them, and the whole thing is just crazy. So please be very, very careful not to believe everything on the internet. Let's stay on the spiritual path. Have a blessed day.